Yeah, like, I suppose that's my scent in general, like, but breath, body scent and like, breath scent, for lack of a better way of phrasing that, is totally different. Like body scent is fish and salt and liquor, and breath scent is probably just caffeine at this point. Next stream will be sponsored by Dr. Squanch. Hacks, listen, some of the sponsorship offers that I have had so far are pretty fucking lackluster or shady. So, you know, if Dr. Squatch, whatever the fuck he's called, wants to sponsor the stream and make me smell like a real man and not a girl, as Selby says, then listen, Dr. You know, Doc, hit me up. I might not know your name, but I want to know your smell, okay? I want to know your smell. You're not a real streamer until you're sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Oh yeah, yeah, the big boys are sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, right? Yeah, I mean, how many streamers that are sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends actually enjoy Raid Shadow Legends, do you think? You know? Like, what's the ratio? What's the ratio there? I feel like it's pretty fucking low. You know? But they are a big sponsor, you know? Now, quite frankly, I don't know. Maybe I'm a dumbass. Maybe I'm doing it right. I don't know. I'm just kind of doing what I want to do, right? But, put it this way, the sponsorship opportunities that have been offered to me so far, as you can probably see by looking at my screen and seeing an absence of logos and hearing an absence of ad reads, or seeing an absence of me posting in my Discord and saying, play this game please, you can probably tell I have not taken on any of those opportunities. Here's the thing, guys, I just don't really want to have the ordeal of having to deal with sponsorships for things that I either don't like, or things that are shady, or things that I just think are a waste of time and I have no interest in. Let me see. Any content creator who advertises Raid Shadow Legends, I immediately stop taking their opinion to heart. Oh god. Congratulations, you have a sponsorship offer from unnamed Chinese corporation. Please accept or die. Yeah, I mean, I think I spoke about this on Saturday's stream, but I got one through last week. And boy oh boy, they weren't even using the real company name. They weren't even using the real company name. Or, well, that's not entirely fair. I'll rephrase that. They were using a company name, which by all intents and purposes, that's the company they work for. However, the company that they work for is actually like a child company of another company that I'm not going to name, and that other company is quite well known for you know, taking well, that company is quite well known for exploiting gamers and encouraging gambling and not fulfilling purchases that people have made, and having next to no good customer support to deal with those unfulfilled purchase orders. Who is it? Tell us. No, I can't. I think that when you start bad-mouthing sponsorships, regardless of how shitty the company actually is, I think when you start bad-mouthing them on stream, that's when, like, the good ones start to turn you away as a possibility. So yeah, for the sake of trying to remain somewhat professional, no, I will not say the name, but you can probably guess. You can probably guess. And I will neither confirm nor deny your guess. Holy fucking shit, Ember, what are you doing here? Ember, we need to keep you safe. Hashtag protect Ember. Walking down the street in Alishanera, you see Ember. She is sitting on the ground surrounded by demons, shielding a scrawny babao who looks like he's been beaten. Why are you doing this to him? You're hurting him.
Hey, you little ragamuffin, we'll beat you up too. Who are you anyway?
I'm just a mortal, weak and silly compared to you. I'm a mayfly. One moment I'm here, the next I'm gone. But you'd better listen to what I tell you, because I've lived more than you have. Holy fucking shit. Don't embarrass yourself. Ember, you're only 100 years old. By demon standards, you were born yesterday. Ember, you're going to preach to demons? Listen to it carefully. This might be the most important thing you hear in your entire lives. Let's go with it.
Yeah, right. We've always dreamed of listening to what a charred piece of meat has to say.
The demon draws close to the girl and looks her over with contempt.
What's with all the riddles? What do you mean you've lived more than us?
It's very simple. I haven't lived very long, but I have friends, those I can protect. Those who are glad to see me. There are many sad things, but I still know what happiness is. But you, beating, biting, fearing, hating each other, are you really happy? And if you aren't, is this any kind of life? So yeah, I've lived a lot, but you've spent centuries and centuries without really living.
Bah, this mortal brat, this lump of meat is going to preach to us.
The demon gives a predatory sniff, bends down and shows his mouth filled with sharp teeth.
You know what makes me happy? Gobbling up tasty pieces of meat like you.
Ember looks at him serenely. She reaches out and strokes his horned head with her burned palm. Poor thing. You're so hurt and scared all the time. You feel a bit better for a while when you torture others and forget about your suffering, but is that really happiness? The demon recoils from her touch. There's a combination of surprise and terror on his fearsome face. This is ridiculous.
Are you crazy or something?
The demons stand around Ember. Their faces show caution and rapacious interest. It's clear that they are slightly afraid of the strange girl who shows no fear, but at the same time they see no obvious threat. Ember, this demon is wounded. Words are all well and good, but let's help him. I warn you, this girl is under my protection. If anyone so much as touches her, they won't be leaving here in one piece. Let's go with the good option. Oh, you're right. How embarrassing. There. Wow. She whispered a spell and its wounds heal. I bet it's not grateful, though. Let me see. Ragamuffin, intimidation -5. Can't shit talk the sponsors, you'll get shadow banned. Exactly. You know, I'm a professional. I'm not gonna say their names. I'm just gonna say they're shady as fuck. And please do not email me again. It was painful reading your email and then having to take the time to research your company and finding out who you really were. So don't email me again. However, to the rest of you companies out there who are potentially looking for wonderful people to give sponsorships to, I certainly would appreciate it. I've got a great voice, okay? I can really spin words in a way that makes them compelling. So check me out. Email me. Hit me up. The Babao jumps up and runs away from Ember and the demons who are beating him. Screw you! I owe you nothing! Of course you don't, Ember smiles serenely. I helped you for no reason, just because I wanted to. I hope you'll be alright. For no reason? You're stupid! Nobody does anything without a reason! She's a witch. Probably wants to sell us something, some magical potions or herbs. Come on, show us what you have. Oh god, this is just... Wow. She's trying to explain to them that they could be happy. Ember keeps preaching, the demons listen, occasionally interrupting with laughter and obscene jokes. Finally, they grow bored and walk away. Yeah, well, if anyone in the world can convince a demon to repent, it's you, Ember. Thank you, but it's not about me. There's kindness in every creature, even in demons. They just forgot about it for some reason. You know, I was thinking, I tried sending prayers to the demon lords, and I tried talking to demons in the street, but one of the demon lords lives right here in the city. Nocticular, right? What if I can try to talk to her? Not through prayer, but in person. Oh boy. You're going to meet her sooner or later, aren't you? Please, take me with you! I'm sure if we meet her face to face like you and I are talking right now, I'll be able to convince her to stop being so mean. You'll take me to her, promise? Oh my god. Ember! What the fuck? BRB for a bit. Need to do the exam portion of this course I've been doing for work. No worries, Selby. No worries. Oh boy. This feels, Ember, what the hell? Guys, I love Ember to bits. She's amazing. You know, and I just want to protect her. But holy fucking shit, she's making that kind of difficult. She's making it kind of difficult.
What a failure.
Oh, good god. Never mind then. Failed that check. Ooh, we can actually get up to this rooftop. Let's try that. Boom. Are we up? Yes, we are. Oh, we're not right. Okay. Looks like these rooftops can be used to bypass the guards and get to the streets above. Oh. Wait, were we ready to ascend into the middle city? I don't know if we were. I think there was probably a lot of stuff left for us to do down there, but at the same time, maybe means we can skip the arena. Although, in fairness, I think the arena maybe plays more into the whole idea of building a good enough reputation to be able to talk to the leaders of the city, in which case we're probably going to have to do it anyways. Maybe I was wrong with the whole, like, having to gain a certain amount of reputation to go into each region of the city or level of the city. But it probably is used to dictate when you can actually talk to the city's leaders, right? Ember is a mass murderer? What makes you say that, Hax? Am I missing something? If it's a spoiler, don't tell me. However, I am curious what you mean. To create new mercenaries, you can speak to Venture Captain Gristoff, found in the flesh markets in the Middle City. Oh, Josh, thank you. I kind of thought that Hylor might be at camp, but if that's the case, and he's not, then thank you very much, because I think you've probably just saved me a lot of time. I probably would have wandered around for like 2 hours trying to figure out how to get new mercenaries. But I won't lie, it did cross my mind, like, how do I get new mercenaries now that I'm in the Abyss and not Dresden? Because I'm assuming I can't go back to Dresden right now. I'm assuming there's going to be a big old time jump between Act 4 and Act 5, given that they've already mentioned that time works weirdly here. I'm going to assume that years, like maybe like a year or two, have passed between Act 4 and Act 5 by the time I get back to Dresden, and therefore I am not allowed to go back to the Dresden area in this act. It's a spoiler. Ember is the one reborn. Oh no. Oh, but I love Ember. Ember's great. We need to protect her. Please, guys, don't go there. Whoever's going there, don't go there. That's probably you, right? No, it's not. Who is it? Is it Shimatsu?
Time's not waiting.
No, it's not. Who?
Hesitation
don't
is
do
a
it.
waste of time.
Right. Where is the release?
Quick, else we miss all the
It's like
fun.
in the back there, right? Right card. Oh no, wait, we can get it.
I did it.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What's his story? I didn't think slaves would be around, would be able to just wander around and go where they pleased. I thought they would kind of be refined to, I don't know, like a slave quarter? I have to go. I don't really want to talk to the guards too much in case they realize that I shouldn't actually be up here. Ooh, tasty loot. Yes, please. Oh god, the buildings are already disorientating me. Come on guys, come get the loot. Okay, so that one goes down. Wait, what was that? Oh. What? Wait. Let's maybe turn the game down slightly. Boop. Mutasafen? Mutasafen? Okay. We'll just call you Mewtwo. This demon looks frail and sickly, especially in comparison to the mighty entourage that surrounds him. His voice sounds dull and tired, but his demeanor is calm and self-assured. He clearly believes himself to be in full control of the situation. A mortal with mythic abilities. How fortunate that you've made your way to the Abyss. Moreover, you've come to Alashanero, which makes things, even more convenient for me. Yes, what a stroke of luck. You see, I need you to be my test subject. Who are you? I am Mewtwo. I am at present Hepsamira's most trusted alchemist. I'm on an urgent mission for her. Perhaps you can even guess what it is. Zanfir Vang was working on something similar in your world wound. Of course, it was a mistake to entrust such work to someone who wasn't a demon. He did not fully appreciate the honor he had been given. No wonder his enhanced demons couldn't protect him, but it does not matter. I am superior to him in all respects, and I keep better pets. Surely it's dangerous for such a valued scientist to stroll around Alashanera ambushing enemies. Believe it or not, I am in absolutely no danger. You knew me to be what? Something to study, take part, test. You see, I actually like you very much, though I doubt my way of expressing it will bring you much enjoyment. I'm afraid the demons you've met previously have given you the wrong impression about our kind. You may think we only want to poison and destroy, especially when it comes to crusaders and their leaders. But that's not who I am. I'm a different breed. I love everything that is new, unexplored, and untested, and I'm quite positive that if I get enough of your blood and tissue, I can create something new and unique from them. Angels, for example, make excellent fuel for our machines. What use could be found for such an unusual mortal?
I don't normally like biting demons, but this one is different. I'd sure like to chomp down on him right now.
So are you going to attack me or... Yes, let's get started, shall we? Servants, you don't have to take this specimen alive. I just need the body.
I see blood.
Greater Calavicus Marauder? Let me just... 37 AC, 172 hit points. What about this guy? He looks pretty... Okay, never mind, he's not weak. I don't know if I can... This is what we should have saved our spell slots for. Oh boy, oh boy. Didn't need it for the arena. I do need it now, though. X. Okay, first things first, let's do... Resist Energy Communal. We'll do Cold Energy. Let's go ahead and see what we can actually layer on here. Shield of Faith, yes please. Still can't go higher than 3rd level. That did not go well.
Let's try this way.
However, it has to be said, Calavicus might actually go down fairly easy. Yeah. It's just everyone else that's going to suffer intensely whilst I try and use my spellcasting to help. Okay, might actually be okay here. Might actually be okay. Let's try and get the Calavicus down first, though. In which case, let's go ahead and use a good old controlled fireball. No, actually, no. Yeah, controlled fireball. Because it'll actually do cold damage, and we have resistance to cold damage at the minute, and their cold damage resistance is not going to work. Okay, okay. Keep the tank up, please. Jesus Christ, that... It's an acid bomb, right? Yeah, it's an acid bomb. Holy shit. Now he's going for me. If I can get a few more attacks in, I really need a challenge, right? Challenge evil. Get him to go for the tank. Otherwise, I am going down. I am definitely going down. There we go. Wait, what just happened? Wait, did he just... What just happened? Oh, okay, I see. The Hand of the Inheritor maybe did something for me there. I thought the wings were from the curse or something. I think the way the game is programmed, control fireball doesn't actually hurt allies despite the spell's wording. Oh, really? Because, I mean, Controlled Fireball should actually be doing... the reason that I didn't feel bad about casting it is because I've got Elemental Bloodline on, so it does cold damage instead, but we have resistant to cold damage on our allies thanks to Chloe, so it shouldn't cause any problems for us. In fact, none of our spells should, really, if we have communal resistance on for cold, because all of our spells should do cold damage at this point. I do think that we're now unable to cast because of... Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna have to rely on something else now. Oh no, wait. Yeah, no, I just can't cast up to a certain level. So let's maybe go with... So it's a reflex. Ah. Yeah. I really would. I don't know why that didn't work. But it is literally just myself, Chloe. Hand of the Inheritor is apparently helping now by curing me, I believe. Myself, Chloe, and Rand. The only issue is I think he's actually healing. I think the Hand of the Inheritor is actually healing Mewtwo. Rather annoyingly so. That was educational, perhaps too educational. I must take my leave. No fucking way. No, 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 no. Can we maybe, like... Is he going to try and cast a teleportation spell? In which case, let's just... No. Ah, fuck. I thought maybe we could dispel magic on him then and stop him from teleporting away. Apparently not. Apparently not. That would have been pretty cool if I was able to do that, though. I would definitely give Owlcat bonus points for making that a thing. That was pretty difficult, but that was a fun encounter. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. It wasn't ridiculous. Oh shit! What is this? Oh, Echo of Deskari. This is like his right-hand guy, right? Deskari's right-hand guy, or one of them. A monstrous shadow appears somewhere at the edge of your vision. It does not seem to be in a hurry to approach and keeps its distance as it begins to speak. The shadow's voice is very strange. It's constantly shifting. One moment it sounds young and melodious, and the next it rasps and rattles with age. However, despite the different intonations, the voice has a stern, ominous quality that never changes.
I heard your toy soldier crusaders
We love voice acting.
over the Midnight Vein and the rift located there. But I never thought you'd have the nerve to descend into the abyss. I assumed you'd block the underground passages, put guards out by the rubble, and sit there, shaking, waiting for someone to attack you again.
I see.
I know that fiend. Champion, this is the Echo of Deskari, the avatar of our arch-enemy. He is a mighty, cunning, and vengeful opponent. He cannot see or hear me, but he will pounce if he knows I am here. He hates everything related to Iomade. Be cautious.
Oh? So... Well, I feel like Death to All Monsters is worded deliberately stupid, because it is the stupid choice to make right now. The Echo of Deskari, I know who you are.
You come from the land of Iomade's servants. And Iomade's servants know me, for I have killed many of them.
I would imagine you have. What do you want from me?
It may surprise you, but nothing. You overestimate your importance, mortal. You probably think your victories in Dresden and the Midnight Vein have dealt us a fatal blow, don't you? But my lord's hordes are endless, and there are other rifts in the wound that will serve our purpose when the hour comes. So no, I did not come here for you, mortal.
So after being defeated in Canabra, Dresden, and the Midnight Fane, you no longer think those places are significant. How convenient.
Look back across the history of the Crusades, and remember how many times you have been defeated. A few scattered victories mean nothing. I was looking for Mutasafin.
Oh,
I need to
Mutasafin, that's
speak
us.
with him.
Mufasa.
I stumbled upon you by accident.
Okay, and why do you need Mutasafin? Why do you need Mufasa or Mewtwo?
Do I really need to answer that? Well, I suppose there's no harm. Mutasafin is clever enough to work with Nahindrian crystals, and he is a demon. We can finally stop using former mortals like Xanther and Arilu as servants. I had a task for him. It's unfortunate that you interfered with my plans, but that's all right. They will soon come to pass anyway.
Oh boy.
The paths of evil can be a strange labyrinth. They are not always rational or straightforward. The Echo of Deskari himself could have been considered mortal. After all, the Demon Lord molded him from the souls of many mortal followers. Yet despite his origins, he still despises Xanther and Arilu.
What a shame. The demon you're looking for ran away from me in a panic.
I doubt Mutasafin even knows how to panic. You did not pose a real threat. He cannot be killed through conventional methods. He left because there was nothing else for him to do here. Also, I'm sure he was in a hurry to explain to Hepsamira why he wasted a few demons on such a stupid escapade. She will not be happy about that. Oh no, she most certainly will not.
If you don't want to fight, then you can go your way and I'll go mine.
Begone, and hope we do not meet again. You will still perish in the abyss, but death by my hand will be far, far more painful than any other possible demise you might suffer here.
Well then, he's a real charmer, huh? He's a real charmer. Oh no voice acting anymore. Fair enough. So the Abyss is full of hideous creatures, but you have just met one of the worst. The Echo of Deskari is an old enemy of mine. He's both vile and cunning. I wish I could comprehend his dark machinations, but I do not understand why he has revealed himself to us in this way. It seems unlikely that he would come here just to gloat. Well, like he said, he was just looking for Mufasa. Oh. Wait, why do all the enemies seem to be getting like some sort of buff cast on them every time they load in? Is it to prevent me from just going around killing all of the demonic commoners? Oh. The vague outline of the apparition does not allow you to see the face and appearance of the speaker, but you recognize the voice without difficulty. It is your Azata companion, Early Sunset, and his words radiate dismay. Kessler, I found you at long last. Even with my spells, it was no easy feat in the Abyss. Where were you before you came here? I have not yet arrived. I'm on my way, at the edge of the Abyss. I first wanted to contact you to make sure that you were still alive. I did not expect to find you in Alashanera. It's a nasty place, and its ruler is more dangerous than most of the other demon lords. It goes without saying that you should be incredibly careful there. Why were you looking for me? I bring you the latest news from Golarion. You will surely want to hear it, and I was sincerely worried about you. The Abyss is a dangerous place. It's far too easy to disappear there. So does that mean that a significant amount of time has passed already in Golarion? How wonderful it is to see I am not alone, and that some of your allies from other planes are willing to rush to your aid. Early Sunset does not react to the angel's words. He either does not see the angel, or he does not consider it necessary to answer. Well, I feel like that's a bit of an obvious hint to something that I didn't see coming. The only creatures that don't see the hand of the Inheritor now, at the minute, as a result of his spell that he cast, are evil creatures. Is Early Sunset evil? I don't know, and I don't know if there's any way we can find out. I think we're probably just going to have to wait and see what happens with Early Sunset, but I certainly didn't see that coming, if that's going to be a thing. So I see. What now? I will soon arrive and greet you in person. Forgive me, but I do not wish to appear within the walls of Alashanira. I will go to the place of the former rift in the Midnight Fane, and I will wait for you there. When we meet, we can speak and exchange news. Good luck. My thoughts are with you. Huh. Okay. Oh, why are all the places already, Yeah, this place seems a bit... Would it be fair to say buggy? I can see all the loot on the map before I've been there, and I can see all of the portals. There's an Assassin's Guild, apparently. There's a guy called Kurtz down there. That's fair enough. I think I can see him from above. That's to the lowest city. That's the portal up. There's a portal there as well. A portal down. There's to the 10,000 Delights. Okay. Let's continue onwards. In fact, maybe we should... Oh, I cannot rest here. Do I have to go back to the Midnight Fane to rest? Not the Midnight Fane, the Nexus. The Nexus. Might be an idea, because I am very, very low on everything. Was there a portal somewhere nearby? There's a portal there. So if I head down into the flesh markets, is it? Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's the one below. Oh, okay. All done. What have I missed? Well, my Azata fellow, my Azata companion, advisor, it turns out he might be evil because the spell that the Hand of the Inheritor has cast on himself prevents anyone evil from seeing him in the abyss, and I don't think our Azata, I don't think Early Sunset could see him, so therefore that makes me think Early Sunset is evil. We've done a little bit of adventuring around, trying to explore a little bit. We met one of the Demon Lord's right-hand guys, which was a nightmare. In fact, actually, we met two of them. We met an alchemist that supports Hepzimira, who is the daughter of Baphomet, the Demon Lord. We met him. We got into a fight. We killed two Calavicuses. We almost killed him, and then he escaped. And then we met the Echo of Deskari. God, this must be like so many celebrities in the Abyss must walk through this place, because we met. I can't remember his name now. I called him Mewtwo, and then I called him Mufasa. We met Mufasa here, and then we met the Echo of Deskari right here. Boy, that's two celebrities within like 20 feet of each other. Wow, wow, wee wah. Okay. So, I don't want to get into any fights right now. In fact, I want to go in sneak mode. I just want to sneak through here and find my way to this portal, which is kindly pointed out. Oh, that's Venture Captain Kristoff. So that's the dude that'll give me mercenaries in the abyss. Whirlong Black Mask. Any affiliation to the Red Mask that we met in the tavern, possibly? Maybe. Oh. Okay. Can we go back to the Nexus? The Battle Bliss. We have the Battle Bliss. We have the Nexus there. Let's do it. Jeez. Every now and again, Pathfinder thrusts a load of new information at me. And I struggle to wrap my head around it. There's so many plot lines going on. Or at least so many potential plot lines. I still don't know how I fit into a Rilu's spiderweb that she's got constructed. But nonetheless, I suppose maybe we'll find out at some point over the next 2 acts. Oh, so this really is like the hub now, right? Because yeah, so the companions all have their own little place. Apparently Edo is hanging out somewhere down there. maybe the dog wanted to get a bone and maybe took a stumble trying to get a bone, possibly. Roland, I really don't understand why the mercenaries' animal companions show up on the map. They're not present. They must just be loaded in some area of the map that you can't visit or see. Who's with Regil? There's definitely someone underneath like Regil. We have Nenio. We have, oh, Regil and Wenduag. Fair enough. Who else do we have up here? We have the Hand of the Inheritor. We have Avu. We have Arushale. And we have Lan. What's this? This place has been sanctified. It can protect the area around it from the corruption of the abyss. Oh, did Arusha Bay do this? Did our Arusha Bay do it? She responsible? Maybe. Possibly. Maybe talk to you. Anything new to say? Minaga warned me about the danger that closed portals pose. Before we move on, we need to take care of that. I'm not well versed in such matters, but perhaps we should set a trap for the demons near the dormant gates in case they attempt to activate those portals again. Okay, how do I do that? What is our next step? We need to learn who holds the reins of power in Alishanera at present. Armed with this knowledge, we will be able to uncover Hepsamira's plans and thwart them. How well known am I among the denizens of Alishanera? No one in Alishanera knows your name, yeah. Okay. Tell me honestly, what do you think of the one you call the Champion of Galarian? I'd be lying if I told you that I don't observe you with some trepidation. Sometimes I wonder what will happen if you falter, for power and responsibility represent the most difficult trial of all, and many righteous souls have failed to pass it. Okay. Can you heal me? Wow. Does that mean we don't need to take a rest? No, we do. Okay. Well, Arusha Bay, how are you doing? Arushale looks at you and smiles sadly without saying a word. Oh. No new dialogue options, eh? Well, in that case, I've got to go. I will be watching you. Oh boy, that is as creepy as ever, but we appreciate it. Avu, anything to say? Avu, you've grown up a bit. On the one claw... Oh wait, this is her speaking.
On the one claw, dragon scales look too amazing to hide. On the other claw, if we wore clothes like humans do, I'd be able to wear a stripy vest and have a shirt with big puffy sleeves.
Avu, you've grown up a bit.
Yep.
The dragon looks incredibly proud of herself.
Dragons usually grow as they get older, but I grow as your power increases, so don't be fooled. Remember, I'm still a kid, a huge scaled flying kid with planar magic at a disposal.
Okay, well Avu, I've got to go. But you look glorious.
Then I have to go too. We have to go, both of us.
Well, either way, Avu, you look glorious, and I enjoyed my little, 5 minutes of being able to use you as a mount. That was fantastic. Lan. Congratulations, Chief. How do you like your new title? I just scream "ah" for 5 minutes and rip all of the hair out of my body. Will that count as an answer to your question? Jeez. I've always been a loner, as much as anyone can be in a tribe. Sure, I was never left out of any birthday parties, but only out of courtesy. I got used to caring only about myself, but now the entire tribe is my responsibility, and I'm expected to feed them, teach them, heal them, settle their disputes. Sometimes I feel like I'm going insane and I can't do anything right. And sometimes I take a breath, look around, and everything seems to be working. No one's died, no one's crying or eating dirt, which means I've done all right. But look who I'm talking to. You understand it just as well as I do, what it's like being a commander. Well, I mean... If I just scream "ah" for 10 minutes, will that count as an answer? All right, let's pick a time and we'll scream together. I think we both need it. Yeah, so basically, for those of you who might be interested, we haven't been doing the companion quests on stream because we've had very little focus on the companions, in all honesty, for this playthrough. We've got so many custom companions that really haven't had time to have the actual pre-written companions in the party. However, I have done companion quests off stream. Lan is now like the chieftain of his tribe. He's replaced Chief Sul. He's now Chief Lan. So that's pretty good. But yeah, thanks for your answers. So long. Is there anyone here that's going to give us like a quest line or anything? Have you done Samira's quest yet? Samira doesn't have a quest. She's not a pre-written companion. But if she had a quest, what would her quest be? What would Samira's quest be? Get bacon? She has the urgent desire to have some bacon. Bacon sarnie, maybe. She wants a diamond hand axe. That sounds very bling. Wait, would the entire axe blade be made out of diamond, or would it just have like diamond jewels crafted into it? Because like I suppose diamond's like the hardest substance there is, right? So therefore, the entire thing made out of diamond? Jeez. Can we maybe spawn one of those in? Or could any amazing mod developers maybe make me a diamond hand axe mod? As it swings at them, it shines and distracts them. Oh, so it would be a diamond hand axe, and its special ability would be, where's it at? It would automatically cast Light of the Angels. Okay, mod developers, take note. Diamond hand axe added to the game. It automatically casts Light of Angels on a successful hit on an enemy. Sounds really OP. It's probably is really OP. But let's make it like a +4 weapon, a +4 hand axe. And that'll do the trick, right? But yeah, let's oh, we can actually rest. Let's you know, work on it. Well, mod developers work on it, not me. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, what are you doing here? Greetings, Kessler. I'm glad to see you've not lost your presence of mind, even on a foreign hostile plane. What news do you bring from Galarian? Unfortunately, the news is not good. Oh, fuck. In your absence, relations between the official and free Crusaders have worsened. Most of your allies have been banned from Dresden. They've been forced to rely on their own strength alone to fight demons. What the fuck is the Queen doing? Queen Golfrey has moved the headquarters for the entire crusade to Dresden, along with part of her court. She has imposed order in the city, or order as she sees it. Many among the Crusaders were saddened by your departure, but others were gladdened by it. They prefer more conservative practices and leaders they can understand. As for the demons, I expect their attacks to intensify, but this has not yet happened. It seems the attack on the Midnight Thane and the interruption of the supply of crystals dampened their fervour. Demonic activity remains strong near the Threshold Fortress and the maiming of Is Rift, but it is always strong there. I did not notice that anything changed with your departure. That's all the news I have. I also bring news of the youngest members of your free fellowship. They are training day and night to become true warriors, and they eagerly await your return. Fantastic. They do not believe that the abyss will devour you. Young people are so full of hope, are they not? Ah, yes. And as a counterpoint to their zeal, not long after your departure, a letter arrived in Dresden from a priestess in Nerosian by the name of Narita, the former tutor of your young crusaders. You may read it and feel the full force of her rebuke. Here we go. Here we go. As it swings at them, it tries to distract them. Is 29 now? Wait, what? What's 29? What's 29? Commander, you almost certainly do not know or remember my name. I was Clenna, and Dabaroche's tutor. the youths whom you so recklessly accepted into the ranks of your free crusaders. I am a simple priestess. I start every morning with a prayer. I pray for the defeat of the forces of chaos and evil. I pray for a new, better world, and I pray for a peaceful future for all the poor orphans who find shelter here in our orphanage. But for many mornings now I find myself struggling to utter the holy words. I tremble, not knowing if tomorrow a messenger will bring news that my dear wards have lost their lives somewhere out there in the whirlwind. People say you are a great hero, Commander, our last hope. Each new report of your deeds sends young heads spinning. Each step you take echoes in thousands of hearts, and that echo is dangerous. I implore you, do not forget the responsibility that has been laid upon you. That is all I ask. Priestess Narita. Tutor, Temple of Abadar Orphanage, Nerosian. Oh, the temperature? Let me see what we're on here. Oh boy, it was 13 degrees when I checked before. No wonder it feels warm. We're on 21. Yeah, 21 degrees. Boy oh boy, at the minute. Let me update that. Oh no, we're up. No, we're on 22. 22 degrees. Boy oh boy. My boyfriend just bought a big industrial fan, but it's just blowing hot air at me. I have the fan behind me. I put it up there to try and cool the room down a little bit. But obviously I don't really want it on during the stream. I might actually go ahead and move it and put it on. I think I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll move it tomorrow. I'm not going to move it in the middle of the stream because it'll just be a hassle. But yeah, I think Thursday's stream we will probably have the fan on if it is still as hot as it is today. I did think it was getting warmer. Do you know anything useful about Alashnira and its inhabitants? I know that every being capable of speech is capable of deception, and those who cannot speak deceive with silence. If you want more practical advice, do not simply follow the paths laid out for you. You must forge your own. In most places where guards bar your way, there will be a secret path or a hidden teleportation route, the most natural method for a demon. It's rare for demons to rely on locks, as they prefer to kill intruders, but you should be ready for that. Do you recognize the name Hepsamira? Spawn of Baphomet. Early sunset's lip curls with undisguised contempt. She shares one trait with a disgusting father. She is a master at subverting expectations. Many consider Hepsamira powerful, but also think her outspoken and narrow-minded, and she is happy to maintain that reputation, in fact. She is cunning and resourceful and does not always act on impulse. Take care if you plan to move against her. What did you mean when you said Baphomet is a master of subverting expectations? Enemies should be treated with an open mind. Therefore, I cannot fail to acknowledge Baphomet's ingenuity. Do you know how his ascent began? He was the favourite plaything of Lamashtu. Okay. But he conceived a bold plan to steal the scepter of the Prince of Darkness. He failed. Baphomet was captured, subjected to brutal punishment, and imprisoned in the Ivory Labyrinth. A prison designed to be impossible to escape by its powerful creator Asmodeus. But a thief is a thief. Baphomet found an ingenious way to escape. He stole his prison from hell and took it to the abyss. The Ivory Labyrinth went from being his prison to his possession, his abyssal realm. From it, he rules hordes of minotaurs and secret societies of cultists. This is what I meant when I said Baphomet knows how to subvert expectations. What are you planning to do in the abyss? I could accompany you to give you advice, as I did in Dresden, but I see that the role of mentor and bodyguard has already been taken over by the hand of the Inheritor. It is not a good idea to take two otherworldly creatures hostile to demons with you. Even if I were disguised, the chances of attracting unnecessary attention would be doubled. I will stay and watch over the camp. If an emergency arises, I will naturally intervene, but until then I prefer to conceal my presence in the abyss. I don't know, guys. I kind of feel like maybe Early Sunset is a bad dude. Maybe he's a bad dude. Everyone is so strange here. No one wants anything from me. It's great. George, how you doing? The boy you saved from his wicked mother gives you a look that is both sad and mature beyond his years. I have to go, George. Have a good day. Try not to, fuck shit up while I'm gone. My boy. I suppose I do need to call him my boy, don't I? He's my boy. I adopted him. He's my son. His name is George. Not whatever the hell his name is now. What is it again? Xorges? Yeah, I want to say, like, if this is like the demonic version of Jorge. You know, we've got George, we've got Jorge, and then if you go to the Abyss, this is like demonic Jorge. But we'll just call him George. We'll just call him George. Okay. Rest, please. Boop.
So you think nothing gets past you? That you notice everything, huh? I bet you won't be able to guess which cup the pee is under. Just watch. I put it under the middle one, swap them round, and round again.
The first pea is in your hand. The spare is behind your ear. Judging by the engraving, you stole the cups from the silken thread in Canavras.
Wow. Jeez. Regil do have some neat tricks. Very perceptive. Oh boy. I wonder if like, because people have been saying that like the way the temperature is in the UK at the minute and the way the weather's been over the past year or so, people are saying it's going to become the regular more and more often. Like summer is going to get intensely warm. Winter will probably be just as cold as ever. Actually, winter might. What the fuck? Oh my god, one of you is fucking trolling me, aren't you? One of you is trolling me. I honest to god thought that was someone knocking on the wall or some shit. Jesus Christ, why does that get me every time? It's the same sound effect every time, but every time I hear it, I don't... It's because... Listen to this. Let me see if I can... You hear that? It sounds just like that, right? It sounds just like that, or it sounds pretty damn close. And that is literally... That's my desk making that noise. So if that is what my desk sounds like and I hear that shit, I'm immediately like, who the fuck is under my desk? But then I realize, no, nobody can be under my desk. It must be the wall. When you least expect it, I know. I know. God. It could be worse. I could have put like jump scare sound effects on. I don't know. I think in the past people have said like, oh, what's your take on horror games? I mean, I'd probably scream like a little girl, but at the same time, I don't know. I tend to be one of those people that rationalizes everything. So like, rather than just playing the game and getting scared at the jump scares, I would wander around going like, oh, I bet this guy's gonna jump out from that place because that's such a cliche. And then it happens and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, there we go. George listens to this Tarkov streamer and he has some alert which is straight up just a super loud scream. It's fucking stupid. I think I've seen that one. Or heard that one, should I say. It's just like a woman being like, Rah! Like really, really loud and high pitched. And it's so deafeningly loud. I saw it the other day and I was like, there's no fucking way I'm putting that on. Because I already have my headphones pretty damn loud so that I can hear my own voice above the game and whatnot. But like, yeah. Like, listening to it, I knew it was coming because I clicked preview, but I still got fucking heart palpitations afterwards. Like, loud, sudden noises, yeah, they kind of fuck me up. But as for, like, horror games and things like that, I don't know. Maybe I should try one at some point. But honestly, I wouldn't know what to try. And I already have so many games that I want to play through, / need to play through on stream. I don't know when I would fit it in. Are we good to go back then? We've rested. You know what? I'm gonna... Oh, everyone needs leveled up, don't they? Fuck. Okay, so in that case, let's get around this tank. I can't... Let's keep Shimatsu. I kind of want to take Sarah along for a little jaunt into the abyss. One of the keys I sent you was simulacra. So I saw that. I didn't realize that was a horror game though. I thought it was just a puzzle game. Like, well, not a puzzle game, like a detective-esque game where you have to try and solve mysteries and stuff and puzzles. But I didn't realize it was a horror. I prefer that kind of horror game. Like, it's more of a mystery that you are solving, not just jump scares. I didn't even realize. I haven't played it, so I don't know how scary it really is, but it's tagged horror. Huh. Okay. Maybe I'll check it out at some point and see if it does live up to the tag of horror. I kind of feel like I should be taking some of the pre-written companions with me. Otherwise, I'm worried that I'm going to miss out on quest lines. But then again, that's not really been my focus so far. Either way, let's take... let's get rid of Shimatsu. Let's take a Rushale. We've got a tank. We've got a blaster. I want Sarah as my healer. Where is Sarah? There we go. I need a warrior, which I will take... Let's see. Actually, no, let's get the buffer first. The buffer is going to be... let's go with Sieglinde. It was probably at the bottom, right? Yeah. And our warrior will be... Let's try Baldwin. Boop. And then the scoundrel we will add in afterwards, and we will take... Oh, I think we'll take Arya. And I believe that most of these characters don't really have any level up requests beyond that of just, like, you know, the occasional feat or whatnot. So I don't think it will take us too long to level them up. I will go ahead and after this stream I will level everyone up. Because obviously the aim from now on is to kind of try and leave leveling until off stream as much as I can. Arushale should be real easy because she's literally going to be an auto level, I believe. Yep. The pre-written companions, I am not taking the time to level them up because they're just such an afterthought for this playthrough. Such an afterthought. Right, Angel Fire Apostle. We will go with Religion. We will go with Arcana. Boom. The Mythic level. I think we'll go with Abundant Casting, honestly. But, I mean, is there anything else? Like, is there a level up for Boundless Healing? Impossible Domain. Oh, so that's interesting. It's very interesting. Oh, oh, wow. So we have the Healing Domain. Sun Domain might be a... Oh, she is the Lantern. She is Sarah the Lantern. Sarah the Lantern might go with Sun Domain as well. Let's see what else there is. Strength, Protection, Rune, Repose, Plant, Nobility, Magic, Madness, Luck, Liberation, Law, Knowledge, Good. Could be good as well. Could be good. Could be Glory. Although I think maybe more good than Glory, right? Like a worshipper of Sarenrae. Again, trying to treat Sarah's choices as more of like a role-play focused choice. You can touch a creature as a standard action, granting a sacred bonus on attack rolls, skill checks, ability checks, and so basically guidance. But it's equal to half your level in the class that gave you this, so it would be... we're level 14 now, so it would be +7 for 1 round. At 8th level, you can give a weapon you touch the holy special weapon quality. Okay. And is that... Oh, shit. Domain spells, protection from evil, communal protection from evil, prayer. Okay, I mean, those two are immediately quite useful. Prayer, force repentance, burst of glory, summon monster, holy word, holy aura, summon. Okay, that's like a potential then. Fire, evil, earth, destruction, death, darkness, community. Charm, Chaos, Artifice. I think I'm going to go with good, you know. I think I'm going to go with good. Let's do it. Animal Domain is good for the companion a bit later. Oh, what, you mean it gives you a companion? You're granted a companion from Animal Domain? Do we have any other clerics that I could kind of play around with a little bit? I think... You know something? I think out of all 4 healers, we only actually have 1 cleric. Chloe is an oracle. Celine is a... Oh god, I've forgotten what class Serene is. Is she a witch? I think she's a witch, right? Some sort of witch. Rain is a paladin. Oh boy, I kind of... I might actually add in... I might actually add in like a couple bonus mercenaries that I won't include on the list. Like characters that I make myself. I don't know. Maybe. Just so I can kind of test a few things out. Might be nice. But I don't know if I'd really use them on stream because I feel like that's not really fair for those of you who have, you know, opted to add characters into the game. But we'll see. I'll maybe just use them off stream for side quests and stuff. I used a potion to talk to the owlbear in Baldur's Gate 3 and she just told me to fuck off or she'd eat me. I've been there. I've been there, done that. And Selby, I'm not going to say any spoilers because I don't know if you'll want to hear them. But yeah, I won't say anything until I know whether or not you want to hear potential spoilers about the owlbear. Then again, my spoilers might be wrong. It was a while ago that I played through that section of the game, so maybe they updated it and changed how it works. I don't know. So, let's complete that. Boom. Right, Sieglinde. We really don't have a lot of things for Sieglinde, I don't think. Let me just open up the document. And let me take a look at Sieglinde. I'm sure I'm butchering that name. Please stop telling me that I don't have a Microsoft Office account or whatever the hell you're telling me. Or I don't own it, because I do own it. It's just I haven't input my details in because I can't be bothered taking the time to do that. Spoilers are fine. I wandered over and fondled her egg and she attacked me anyways. So I believe, Selby, if there's not a baby owlbear there, then it must be in the egg. But I believe you can actually either hatch the baby owlbear, or you can convince the baby owlbear to come with you, in which case it becomes like a pet in camp. Actually, you know what? It might be a different baby owlbear that I'm thinking of. It might be later on in the game. Or in that act, should I say. But yeah, you can indeed get a pet baby owlbear that lives in camp. I don't think it travels around with you. I think it's just in camp. Just like you can get a pet dog as well. You can get a little pet dog. Well, I say little. A big pet dog for camp. So, Sieglinde. Let's see. There we go. We killed the baby owlbear. Oh no. Which one? The one that's in the cave? Or is there another one that you've encountered? Which... you know what? You said you're fine with spoilers, so I'll go ahead and say it. There is a baby owlbear in, like, the final quest area of the of that act, I think, or that act so far. So basically, the place where you need to go... Oh, you got the pet dog? The place where you need to go... God, this is just making me want to play some Baldur's Gate at some point. I keep turning myself away from it because I'm like, you know what? They're gonna finish the game, and then you're not gonna want to play the finished game because you've played it so much. I'm loving Phantom Killer Nenio. Got the DC up to 28. Jeez, Fabblejacks, that's crazy. That's crazy. The cave one is the only one I've seen. Yeah, there's some goblins up in the place where you're aiming to go to. Apologies, guys, if you don't want spoilers for Baldur's Gate 3. Cover your ears for like 20 seconds. Starting from now. So there is a like the big dungeon, the big castle or fort or whatever it is that the goblins are occupying. They have a baby owlbear in the fort, like on the outskirts of the fort, in like the sort of within the castle walls. and they're using it to play games with and kind of torment, and you can save it and it will go back to camp and become a pet. So yeah. And that is the spoilers over. So, level 14. Battle Singer. Yeah, it's just Battle Singer, right? Yeah. Athletics, mobility, knowledge of the world, and persuasion. Let's do it. Okay. Spells. Oh boy. Fuck. So we have Cure Light Wounds. We have Grease. We have Remove Fear is next up. No, it's not. Maybe I didn't get Remove Fear. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't get Remove Fear. Ding dang dang. Oh wait, Remove Fear can't be level 1. So you can't save the first one? I think you can, you know. I feel like you can. I feel like you can... I think you can save it, but I don't know if it goes with you. I feel like I remember the last time I saved it, it just began to eat its mother's corpse. I want to save them both, then they can be lovers. Right, so we got Unbreakable Heart. We got Heroism, which is next level. We need Blur. We've got Blur. We've got Mirror Image. We've got Sense Vitals. We've got Good Hope. Right, so basically we get to make a judgment call as to what level 1 spell we take. I'm going to go ahead and let's go with Rage. Actually, don't we already have... I think we already have Inspire Rage. Maybe not. Fairly certain we did, though. Time to play some Moonlighter with my new controller. Oh, you got a controller? What did you end up going for? Cure Light Wounds might be a nice one to have, but then again, Light Wounds is garbage at this level, so let's not go with that. Song of Discord. All enemies. Ooh, that could be nice, but again, we're going for more buff spells. Freed from any emotion effects, the spell also cures 1d4 points of... Oh, yep. Joyful Rapture, yes, please. But yeah, I haven't played any Moonlighter since last stream, when I played some. I might play some more Moonlighter, honestly, on Thursday's sort of later evening slot. I might do that in Keskcast. But there's a few things that I kind of want to try out. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, Baldwin. Back to the start for you. There's Baldwin. And I don't actually know if this will have any details in that I can actually use. Because I don't know how far people leveled their characters. I think some people didn't really level the characters too much. In which case it will be left for me. Is this... Yeah, that is the type that Betty got, Selby. But Betty got one without the option to disable the microphone. Yeah, she got it in like some sort of fancy colour. In fact, I think it might have actually been on stream at some point, but yeah, whatever. Either way, yeah, that's the sort that she got. Because the buttons on the back, really help with her hand dexterity. There we go. You still need to play Fantasy Blacksmith first? I do, don't I? Yeah. That game that you famously said to me, oh, don't worry about playing it. I just wanted to troll you with this one. Yeah, still need to try that one, huh? Still need to try that one. Ooh, there we go. Let me see.
Let me see here.
Baldwin, Slayer Talents. So what do we have so far? The last one we got was Opportunist, which isn't even listed on there. What? I really do think that maybe some people changed their character builds without letting me know. I think they might have. Yeah. I think this has changed because I specifically remember being told to take Cleaving Finish and improved Cleaving Finish because it was in one. It was when I made the character, I'm fairly certain. I made Baldwin on stream, and I think we were told to take those two on the stream. In which case, I'm going to go ahead and try and stick as close as I can to the build that is listed. I am not respecking for the time being. Maybe I'll do that off stream. But let's go ahead and go with Focusing Attack Confused. Okay. Boom. The Mythical Sieglinde, we will go ahead and we will take... I'm thinking Inspirational Leader. I think Inspirational Leader. I don't really... yeah, I think bonuses to companions is going to be a real focus for our buffers. I'm probably only going to take, you know, the likes of, I don't know, Thundering Blows and Unrelenting Assault and things, if there's nothing else. In fact, I think I was told to take Unrelenting Assault in the last... Not the last stream, the stream before that. When I actually made the character, I think I was told to take Unrelenting Assault. But I'm going to go ahead and put Inspirational Leader in there. Because there's nothing else listed for me to take. So I will use my own noggin. And we will take Inspirational Leader. And that will give us a bonus of half our mythic rank +1 to their initiative, saving throws, and mind-affecting effects. Also, concentration checks. So we will receive +3 on initiative, saving throws, mind-affecting effects, and concentration checks. Sounds good. Sounds real good. Oh yeah, there's extra buttons on the back I didn't even realize. My god. Yeah. Also, yes, you did say that. You did say that to me. I promise you said that to me. I promise. It might not have been in those exact words, but it was something along the lines of, oh, don't worry about Fantasy Blacksmith. I gave you that one to be trolley or something like that. Because I think you said it's not actually even finished. Like the person that made it didn't really finish the game, so it's really janky. But yeah, I specifically remember having that conversation. There's extra buttons on the back. I didn't even realize. Yeah. Normally we have the what would be like the aim button, LT. We normally have that assigned to the button on the back that's on the right side, because it's just easier for Betty to be able to do that than try and grasp down on the LT button. Ooh, we need to add in Aria. Actually, you know what? I might add Daria. I'm going to add Daria. So in which case, we need to do this and go to party, and we need to find Daria. Where you at, Daria? Where you at? Let's add Betty's character in. I wish there was a search function. Boop. Add. There we go. Okay. So. Boop. And let's go ahead and stick to the good old... Yeah. Let's do... kind of thinking Thunder and Blows. But then again... No, let's do Ever Ready.
Nah.
There we go. Okay, Daria. You'll be an easy one. Because Daria is actually a character that I get to level up as I see fit. I'll have you guys know, I DM'd for Daria for a... what was a long-ass time, in fairness. Let's go ahead and try and stay somewhat faithful to the character. and take a level in Rogue as well. I think I want to roughly have half as many levels in Rogue as I do in Sorcerer. Roughly. We'll maybe end up with like 12 to 8. 12 levels in Sorcerer, 8 levels in Rogue. But if I see some sort of... like, let's take a look. So let's say 12... what does 12 get us in Sorcerer? Where's it at? There it is. Ooh, we might go ahead and go to... we might go 13 in Sorcerer. What does 7 get us in Rogue? 7 for sneak attack. Improved uncanny dodge. Ooh, we'll either do 13 and 7, or we'll do 12 and 8. I'll have a think about it and figure out if I think that 8th level Rogue is going to be more worthwhile than the Bloodline feat. Because, yeah, like 12 levels, on the 12th level doesn't really give us anything. Besides from, yeah, bonuses to... I think we'll probably go with 13 levels in Sorcerer and 7 in Rogue. Yeah, let's do that. The Prestige class Arcane Trickster might be better than all those. Do you think? Do you think I should respec at some point and just go Arcane Trickster? I mean, now that you've said that, it sounds immediately obvious that that's what I should have done. The reason that I didn't is genuinely just because I was thinking about the way that the character was constructed for 5th edition, and I was like, well, we went with Rogue with the swashbuckler subclass, and then we went with Sorcerer with Wild Magic, the Wild Magic subclass, and I was trying to think how to best represent that in Pathfinder, and I thought, well, I'll just go with Sorcerer and with Rogue. But now that you say Arcane Trickster makes a lot of sense. Let me see. What are the prerequisites for Arcane Trickster? So we need a mobility of 4, trickery of 4, sneak attack of 2. We need to be able to cast arcane spells of 2nd level. So maybe we actually should have only went with so many levels in Sorcerer and then switched to Arcane Trickster. I don't mind doing a respec for that, because honestly I think it might be kind of fun to delve into one of the prestige classes. I don't really think I've done that yet with anyone. Or have I? No, we have, because we've done Assassin. I believe Craps Crad is going to become Student of War potentially, or maybe that was Darks. I can't remember. Yeah, we definitely have went into some prestige classes for characters. Either way, I mean, Matrim's Arcane Trickster, right? So yeah, I'll respec at some point. For the time being, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a level into Rogue, and we'll do it this way for now. Keeping spell progression is such a big deal. Yeah, I know. Believe me, like. This is why I had to respec my main character, because getting to a point in the game where you're balancing a mixture of martial principles and abilities alongside spellcasting, it was nigh on impossible to do. It was pretty much impossible. I'm sure somebody could have done it better. I could not do it. So obviously going straight cross-blooded sorcerer made sense to me, and then deviating with the mythic... Is it a mythic ability or a mythic feat? I can't remember. Either way, dipping into that mythic whatever that allowed us to unlock all, like, proficiencies in all armor, proficiencies with all weapons. That's where the game... That's where I knew that respecking into just cross-blooded sorcerer was, like, a beautiful idea. Because the fact of the matter is, I've went from being the character in the game that is unable to hold their own to, oh shit, this character is actually the one that's having to deal a lot of the damage to some of those more difficult enemies, you know? I will say though, with that being said, Matrim is another character that I tend to think of as a bit of a saving grace in certain situations, you know? I think Matrim, I think Sieglinde as well. Matrim, Sieglinde, Kessler. Who else is proven to be kind of like decisive? Matrim, Sieglinde, Kessler. Shimatsu has his moments. Definitely. I mean, in fairness, most of the blasters do. Yeah, when it comes down to it, a lot of those blasters kind of do have the moments. Sieglinde has a moments. Kessler has his moments. Hitting touch AC is so good. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like, having that that ranged touch is so good. But yeah. So, Daria, you are going to get a respec. Probably once I finish the stream, actually. I'm probably going to... I don't know, I might dive into a guide online, but honestly, I'll probably throw some shit at the wall, see what sticks, test a few things out, and have a little read. Rather than just following an online guide. Realistically, that's... if I can follow guides as little as possible, that's kind of my aim. Yeah, that's kind of my aim, which is no doubt why I have so many people in chat that will tell me what to do and say like, oh, did you know about this? And it comes as a surprise to me every time because I don't read guides. I don't look up the best way to do things, and that's probably my fall down. But it has kept the game very fresh to me. Every act and every level has given me something new to think about, I think, for the most part. So, we will go with trickery and stealth and trickery and stealth. You know something? Actually, no, that's straight trickery. Boom. Your mythic. What will your mythic be? Well, let's not put too much thought into it because at the end of the day, we will be changing it. Maybe elemental? Can we not take greater... oh, no, improved, sorry. Improved abundant casting. Let's do that. Okay. Off we go, guys. Off we go. So... oh, Daria is not selected, apparently. Is she selected now? Yes, she is. A conversation with Greybor? The Herald senses that one of the commander's companions requires help. Okay, is that how this is going to work? Am I just going to get random like notifications like, oh, the Herald says this is so you should go do it. I happily read guides in certain circumstances. I'd never read a guide on this kind of game unless I'd already completed it at least once. Yeah, I think I'm kind of torn. Like, the way I've been so far is that I don't read guides and I don't look for story advice or tips or whatever unless I really, really need it. But at the same time, with how long it's taken me to complete this game or to get this far in the game so far, I don't know if I could justify... if I knew this with hindsight that it was going to take this long for me to get through the game, I don't think I could justify not taking advice and not reading guides, because I honestly don't know if I'm going to be ready to replay this game for like a year after I've completed it. It really might take me some time to want to come back to it. But yeah. Okay. Wait, so that goes up there. Oh wait, does this just go right up to where we... so it does. Okay. Oh, I think this mortal will fetch a good price at the flesh market, so let's bind him up and take him to the slave traders before he makes a fuss. There's like 7 of us. There's 7 of us. Do you have to read a guide at all, though? What do you mean? Do you mean, like, me personally? Do I need to read a guide for the game? I mean, I haven't so far. But I think in hindsight, if I wanted to get, like, a perfect ending, or I wanted to make all the right choices, then I think I probably would read a guide. But probably not for a stream playthrough. So, I played a game called Underrail a while back. It's a similar isometric RPG, but like sci-fi slash apocalyptic. Did we speak about that, Selby? Did we speak about that like last week, maybe? I don't think you mentioned the name, but you said you'd play like an isometric RPG. Sort of had like an apocalyptic setting. Wait, where's Rand? Oh fuck, are you shitting me? This is what I mean. I really don't like. I don't like this It's bullshit. I can't even get Rand up here now, can I? It's locked off. Fucking bullshit. Oh, boy, oh boy. Oh fuck! Now there's some Vrox coming to join. This is a clusterfuck. This is a clusterfuck. I got halfway through and got stuck. Turns out that the build I made just didn't work. I invested in the dodge stat as my defensive stat, and it turned out that it just wasn't a good stat. Huh. And there was no way to redo your stats, so I was just fucked. You had to literally look up a guide to play the game. But to me, creating your own build is the game. I think that very well highlights as to whether or not the game was successful in giving you that functionality as an RPG. You know, that functionality to be able to make your own build and see how it works. But if you get so far into the game and you realize your build just doesn't work and you can't respec, I don't know. I feel like that's not a good idea. So it just makes the game worthless. I haven't mentioned it before. Can't remember the other one we talked about. I thought it was an isometric RPG that was set in like an apocalyptic setting. Maybe a different game, but I don't know. I don't think you mentioned the name. Right, where are you at? Let's do... Oh, way too far ahead. Wait, how long is it going to take her to cast that? Yikes, I thought that spell resistance would really work well. Apparently not. Apparently not. Maybe it's just because it does a crazy amount of damage. I suppose so, right? Let's try a good old cure critical wounds. Or moderate wounds, should I say. She doesn't have critical wounds yet, does she? Let's even get Rand to dish out a positive energy. We talked about no umbrellas allowed, which I said was apocalyptic. I don't think it was that. Maybe it was. Let me... No umbrellas allowed. No, maybe it was. Maybe it was. Yeah, it might have been that. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe I've got two things confused. Like an isometric RPG and no umbrellas allowed mixed up in my head. Possibly. It's not like I selected a wizard and then invested in strength. I shouldn't have to just guess that one of the stats they're offering me is garbage. So was there like no tutorial on leveling or anything in the game? Like, was there nothing that said like, oh, these are what the stats do. This is what it gives you. Nothing like that. Oh, jeez. So did she just not get that spell off in time? I don't think so, right? This is fucking horrendous. Ugh. Purely because I can't get the tank up here. Where can Rand not get up here at all? I mean, if the party goes down, Rand's still going to be alive, and I don't think I can't even, yeah. So even if the party dies, Rand is alive, combat continues, but I'm stuck in a Yeah, actually, I wasted that channel, didn't I? Because I just assumed Rand was up there. So, it's Rand, Arushale, and myself left. Arushale, could you maybe head over there?
I will resist.
Cool. Can you reach from there on? Good God. Let's call in Eric. We haven't called Eric in a while. Okay. This might actually be the only way we're going to win in this encounter. Okay. So Sarah's back up. I didn't see that coming. My second playthrough I had to abandon because the character build I wanted was fatally flawed. Can't retrain on core. Yeah, I remember talking about that with you last week, Fabblejacks, actually. I didn't realize that core didn't allow retrains or respecs. I stopped following guides after that. I'll look for ideas but not build lists. Yeah, like I like to avoid sort of build lists as you know, as you say, as much as I can. If I require a guide for something that just, because there's been, put it this way, I've been burnt by Pathfinder badly in the past. By, you know, I want to say my first playthrough I tried doing, I spent a month playing the game, and for the like, let's say the last week at least of continuous playing, I wasn't able to progress the quests, and I thought it was something I was doing wrong. It was only when I looked at a guide and realized, well, wait, these quests haven't actually triggered, that I realized the game was just buggy as hell at launch, and I couldn't progress on that save. So I mean, guides do have a good use in some places, like just for that sort of thing. But in terms of actually looking for how to play the game and what exact choices to make when I level up, I don't really like doing that. I like to just have fun with it, you know? I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot. I don't think I could enjoy the game if I was just following a list, you know? At least for my character. I mean, it makes sense for other people's which is why, you know, when people are adding their characters to the game and I'm having to follow a build list, that's they've made that list. They've made that build. You know, it's not my character, it's their character. So I'm just following their instructions. And that doesn't really bother me as much. Boy. Well, that was something, huh? That was something. Can I move the map now? Yes, I can. Okay, the party's back together. Great. Full plate +2. Oh, God, really? Just +2? Ugh, I was hoping for some... I mean, we've already bought +4 plate from one of the traders, right? So, I feel as though +2 armor drop is just... Don't care. Don't care. There are just so many classes. It takes some dedication to memorize the key features and theory craft in your head. Yeah, I know, right? Like, I don't know, I feel as though I could never hope to memorize everybody's character abilities and know how to play everyone. There's a few specific characters that I've learned either from having them in the party for so long, or just as a result of kind of realizing, oh shit, this character is kind of complex. If I want this character to work as well as I potentially could have them in my party, then I really need to either talk to the character's creator i.e. like I have with Josh. I've asked Josh a lot of questions on stream over the past like months, the past many months, in regards to how I should be, what I should be doing with Rand, what I should be doing with Matrim. Perrin was of course the first, but yeah, it's kind of impossible. I think it's like, you know, you're looking at like a genius level player if they're going to run like, you know, many custom characters and just know how to play them all. Which is definitely one of the fall downs for me. It would definitely be much simpler if I just used the pre-written characters. But, I don't know, I fancied something different. I didn't want it to just... I wanted to make the playthrough memorable, you know? And, it's certainly been memorable. So that's the Bad Luck Tavern. Okay. So what did we actually... I think I just wandered up here to have a look around. Ooh. Ooh.
I finished here. Is there
Huzzah!
more?
Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. How do you add custom characters aside from the main dude? Aside from your main character, you need to speak to Hylor, or Hilor, whatever he's called. I can't remember what he's called. Hylor, Hilor, I don't know how to pronounce it. But you need to speak to him, and basically there's a dialogue option that says something along the lines of, I need fierce warriors to help me in my crusade. And then you'll be able to...
I've embarrassed myself.
Oh no, don't say that, Arushale. Then you'll be able to add them in. Sup, how are you enjoying the Abyss? I will tell you this, Lyons. I will tell you this. Or Leon, should I say. I am really not a fan of the camera tilt building changing mechanic. Really not a fan of it. It's kind of messing with my head a bit. But with that being said, I'm looking forward to what is essentially going to be like a bit of a political intrigue sort of act, if I've been informed correctly. I don't know what to expect, but I've been told political intrigue, maybe some mystery, like a mystery or two. Oh, can I talk to you? Okay, never mind. But yeah, I've been told to expect a little bit of political intrigue, a little bit more like story progression, shall we say. But yeah, it's pretty fun so far. It's pretty fun. Let me see. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? We maybe don't actually have it on, you know. I thought we did. Perhaps not.
We should move.
Let's go ahead and chug down some health potions. Oh, nice. I've been thinking about a brown fur transmuter build. I would love to try. Ding dang dang. Ding dang dang. Oh, do you mean for like another playthrough? Or do you mean to add into my game? Because if so, feel free to send it over. Spend those channel points, get the character added in. The more the merrier. Yeah, same. Stories were good. Navigating around the city was a pain in the ass. Yeah, I hear you with that. I hear you with that. I'm going to be honest. I said this earlier on, but the Battle Bliss, it's the Battle Bliss, right? The Battle Bliss Arena. I didn't realize that was somewhere you could go into. And I just happened to pan the camera one way and it opened up and I was like, holy shit. That would have no doubt taken me like 10 hours to figure out that I could go in there. You meant your game? No worries. I thought you were talking potentially about a custom character. Let me see. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to something a little bit different to like the crusade mode focus that we had in Act 3. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Right. Boop. Do we have... We have some of those. We actually have more moderate than we do. Where's the serious? Now I've got the hiccups for some reason. That's wonderful. You do not have any on you. I'm not really too worried about Avu, to be honest, but either way. Oh, shit, what's happening? I've stumbled into a cutscene. Oh, no! I guess they can cast personal spells on your animal companion, which includes the draconic body spells. You can extend spells to make them 24 hours. You can guess the rest. Wait, extend the spells to make them last 24 hours? That's the, oh god, what's it called? It's not limitless casting. I can't remember. There's like a mythic ability, a mythic feat that does that. This place is creepy, isn't it? Even by this city standards. Ding dang damn, so we have actually got some dialogue out of Arushale. Arushale casts her eyes over the devastated landscape of the slums, but you know, believe it or not, one of my few good memories of the Abyss is from this place. Will you tell me what happened? It was a bad day for me. I was hiding from some dangerous demons I owed money to, or rather, now I come to realize that was just low-grade. It was just a low-grade street gang who must have been eaten up by someone stronger since then. But back then, they were a real threat to me. Their thugs have already made a hole in my side, and they were following my blood trail to finish what they started. I barely managed to find a quiet corner, some basement or shed, but it was already occupied by this tiefling. I was ready to flee, but he smiled and told me I could sit beside him. Arushale smiles. I was probably acting like some skittish animal. I sat as far away from him as I could, ready to stab him or make a run for it at a moment's notice. But he just gave me a healing potion and told me I could hide there as long as I needed. We started talking. He was a traveller from some other plane, not Galarian though. He was also hiding, though I don't remember from who now. We remained in that hideout for several days. He shared his food with me, some kind of pancakes, odd ones, spicy. I'd never tried anything like that before. Is this alluding to a character from another game or from another adventure or something like that? Or is this just like a throwaway, you know, story? I thought he expected something from me in return. Well, you can guess what I thought he wanted, but he didn't lay a single finger on me. Instead of saying goodbye, he said, "Don't thank me, just pass it on." Back then, I didn't get him at all. Only when I came to Dresden did I hear that phrase again and learnt what it meant. What do you think the phrase means? It's like revenge, but turned around. A stranger does you a good turn and doesn't demand payment. In exchange, you find another stranger and do them a good turn for free. It sounds odd. Demons wouldn't understand it. I barely understand it even now, but the main idea is to increase the good in the world, right? Did you ever meet him again? No, never. So, did you pass it on? You know, now that I think of it, I didn't. I've helped many people since then, of course, but all of them were mortals back on Galarian. I've never helped anyone in Alshanera, which means I still owe him a debt. Well, why don't you repay the debt right here and now? Now? But Arushale looks at the dirty streets and even the even dirtier locals. You're right, why not? Hey you, wait, hold on, don't run away, just stay where you are. With a fast, determined pace, Arushale approaches a dirty, scab-covered abracandaloo.
What you need?
The demon's eyes dart around, seeking potential escape routes, but as soon as he realizes that no one is going to beat him up, he bares his teeth. You must, well, the succubus cringes under the little demon's glare and hastens to finish. You must need money, so here you go, take it. The abracandaloo snatches the pouch out of Arushale's hand and weighs it in his crooked and deformed palm.
Heh, so what I gotta do? Stab someone? Torch something?
I think it just skipped the quest dialogue, mate. The dialogue. You don't have to do anything. This is simply for you. No reason. Pass it on. The succubus says the last words to the abracandaloo back as he scurries off. That's it. He's gone. I'm not even sure there was any point to that. I bet he didn't even understand a thing. Let me see. Let's not try and extinguish all of her hope yet. You needed a lot of time to understand too. That's right. The confused expression on the succubus's face gives way to a timid smile. I don't know if I've really changed anything by giving gold to that poor wretch, but you know, I feel better now. And it's not because I repaid my debt to that traveller. It's just, I did something for someone by myself. I didn't think, I just did it. Before, I only knew a world where everyone tried to devour each other. But now, when I know what it feels like to help others, I can think of another world, a world where everyone helps. And it's an amazing thought. Maybe that's what Elysium is like. I hope so. That'd be pretty great. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Let me see then. I mean, I have to admit, I'm a little bit worried about the heat, both coming from my PC and, you know, as a result of the heat that we actually have from the weather, like weather-wise. And I am worrying about my PC a little bit. Let me take a quick look and see what temperatures we're sat. Huh. That's nowhere near as high as I thought it would be. Never mind. Never mind. I think we're good. We will continue playing. Okay. So then. So that was a little thing for Arushale. Arrange a meeting with Nocticular for Ember. Oh, so we don't actually have a quest line for Arushale. Maybe we'll get one just by wandering around with her. Because, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is because I haven't been playing with the companions. Oh, shit. Why is it so cold here? I want to go home to the plane of fire. Without any flames around, I feel so cranky I want to kill someone. You're literally stood next to a burning pit of magma. Perhaps if I kill you and bathe in your hot blood, it'll warm me up.
This will be quick.
Fuck you. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Sieglinde, get back. These guys shouldn't be too difficult, right? I don't think I really need to do any micromanagement of combat. Famous last words, maybe? No, I don't think so. I think we're good. Yep. Okay. Spear. Spear +2, spear +3, spear +2. Okay. So I feel like this encounter wasn't here before because we came here. This is where we got the boy from, right? We saved the boy. We adopted the boy. So maybe this is because we have a Arushale with us, possibly? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's just different encounters based on when you come here. What I will say, guys, is it is getting very, very warm. I am actually going to, I know I said I was going to leave it till next stream, but I am going to go ahead and set my fan up. So I'm going to take a little break to get the fan set up and blowing cold air on my body so I am no longer sweating, hopefully. I'll be back in like 5 minutes tops, guys. Maybe I'll grab a little drink as well. Cranking out the ice cream. Oh my god, I would love an ice cream right now. It actually feels like I am right to wear a Hawaiian shirt with the temperature that it currently is. It's gone up even further. We're now on 23 degrees. 23 degrees in the north of England. At 6:30 almost in the evening. That's unheard of. What is happening? What is happening to the world? Either way, guys, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I will run some ads while I'm gone so that you guys don't have to suffer through any for a little while on stream. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. If you're watching and you haven't already, please hit that follow button because it's greatly appreciated. And you can help me get up to 200 followers. That would be amazing. But yeah. I will be back very soon, guys. Until then, keep on keeping on. Stay safe. Be happy. And I'll see you in like 5 minutes. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Of the ancient and divine, far beyond the brittle bounds of time and dream. Power in the voice of
Okay. And I'm back. Fucking ate my ice cream and then went into a dungeon in Moonlight and not realizing I still had a full inventory. That is a big no mistake. No. Oh god. Yeah, I was having fun with Moonlight. I think it's pretty damn fun. I don't know, it's quite relaxing, I find, apart from like the boss battles. But I can imagine that's the sort of game that I would quite happily put on for like just a couple hours to chill out to, kind of unwind a bit, if I wasn't playing it on stream, or thinking about playing it on stream at least. So, how do we, so we came from down here, right? What did we? Did we come from down there? I don't think we did we? How do I get down there then? I am so confused already. Wait, why does that have like the mark that makes it look like a door? Do I have to turn it a certain way and it becomes a door? Probably not, right? Probably not. No, that's not right. Is it that way? Do I turn it that way? No. What about that way? No. So confused. You play things off stream? Who authorized that? I mean, I don't. That's the problem. I don't play anything. Well, I have an hour or two here or there where I play something off stream, but it's very rare that I actually play something off stream at this point. Very, very rare. Don't really have the time off stream to play. Let's see. Wait, did I come from... Oh, maybe I did. Oh, no. Maybe I did. Well, in that case, I made a big dumb decision to go down there. Back up we go. Back up we go. Come on, children. Run along. It's time for class. Is this the... Yeah, it is. The tavern. Let's do it. And so I don't think we actually got through the... I don't think we actually got through the gates to get up to the next level, did we? We just climbed... We just climbed up via the... What was it called? Just one of the buildings, wasn't it? We just climbed up the sides of one of the buildings. Boop. I definitely would appreciate a little sippy sip. Less of a little sippy sip and more of a big gulp. Did you check out the stuff you were given in the tavern? Stuff I was given in the tavern? I know I was given a coin, but was I given a staff as well? Ashmaker. I didn't realize it was a staff. So, this +4 Flaming Burst Quarterstaff grants its wielder a +2 bonus on attack rolls and to cast a level. I think that might be a good idea. So do I have to have it equipped? I'm assuming so. It's a monk weapon. But I'm assuming that I can, yeah. Okay. +2 on attack rolls and to cast a level for evocation school spells. Thank you very much, Josh. Thanks for looking out. Yep, that's going to come in handy. Oh boy. Let's see if we can get through the gate. Hey, it's the Mephit Slayer himself. The guard takes a close look at Arushale and then flashes an interested grin. Your face is familiar. Have we met before? Suddenly recognition dawns on him. Arushale, is that you? They said you defected to the Crusaders, but I always said a rabid bitch like you would never deal with goody-goody mortal scum. Welcome home. Alashanir has missed you and your wild escapades. Arushale purses her lips and turns away, not deigning to answer. Her face grows deathly pale and there is despair in her eyes. I want to go through. The demon sucks his teeth and replies, his voice tinged with lazy menace. No can do. This quarter is where decent people live. When they want to dismember someone, they can go down to the lower city. We're standing here so they won't be bothered by riffraff that wants to dismember them. Believe me, you don't want to go there. The slave traders have magic collars that fasten themselves around the necks of chancers such as yourself and drag them straight to the cages. Boom. Theory question. If you choose Ascendant Element Fire, then summon a Fire Elemental, does the Elemental's damage overcome resistance? I don't think so, because it's specifically any damage you do, and not any damage that summons do. Or not any damage that you do plus summons. I think it's just purely if you have a weapon that does fire damage, for instance, then it overcomes it. If you have spells that do fire damage, then it overcomes it. But if you summon a fire elemental, I don't think it applies. That would be my best guess. But yeah, as with most things in this game, I think unfortunately it's kind of a case that you have to try it out, right? Because I mean, like Josh pointed out before, controlled fireball, despite the fact that it says that it will do some damage to allies, don't think it actually does any. Don't think it does any. I don't care what Nocticulus is. I'd rather live to see another day. Come on, hurry on through while I just happen to be looking the other way. Boom. Move, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way! Okay, enough of that. So... Oh. Can we have a quick load time, please? I understand there's a lot going on in Alashanera, but quick load times would be appreciated. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the changing building, the building morph dynamics. Or mechanic, should I say. Building morph mechanic. Not a fan. Kind of think it's going to just prove to be a bit of a hindrance. Okay, so... We had went down into the flesh markets. We didn't really explore. Portal up. Assassin's Guild. Portal down. 10,000 delights. Can we go up this way? Like, is this... Oh, there is a portal up. Oh, oopsie daisy. Oh, shit. Wait. Where's this taking us? No, it automatically goes... Oh, fuck, I feel like there might be... Shit. How do I see? There's a door right there. Was that door there before? I don't know if it was. No, it was under there. Is that a door we can go through? Did I just find a secret? This place is the worst. It's going back up. It's going back up. Can we get through this door? Come on. Let it be a door that we can go through. It's not a door we can go through. Never mind then. Never mind. Boy oh boy. Could I maybe get back up there though? Oh, we want. I'd rather do an entire act of floor puzzles than navigate the Abyssal City. Yeah, I'm starting to feel the same, and I have to say I really don't like floor puzzles either. Jeez. Is it like a well-documented thing that people just really have not enjoyed Alashanera?
A trivial test.
Or maybe it's a well-documented thing that the people that did enjoy this act were sadists? Or masochists, should I say?
A mere flesh wound.
Doesn't look like a mere flesh wound. It looks like he's almost died there.
I stand ready.
Sarah, could you do anything about that? Could you possibly... Boop. Right, one more, and that's your lot. Boom. Okay, athletics, please. Okay, so two of us got up there at least. Two of us got up there. What can we do up here? There must be something, right? Or maybe we'd... So... I'm inside the building. Can I get out of the building? I can get out of the building. Turns out you can walk through walls in Alashanera, guys.
Let us not hesitate.
What a boogie mess.
I'll take care of it.
Come on, Baldwin. Out of the wall. You too, Sieglinde.
Are absolute.
Okay. This is what we're dealing with, huh? This is what we're dealing with. Which way did we come up? This way, was it? I think. Thing is, I really want to get up there now, because does this extend out? It does, but can we even get... Does this even go anywhere? I didn't see any loot up here. We've got to try it. Come on.
Impossible.
It's not impossible. You can do it if you will it to be so. Slowly losing everyone's hit points just trying to get up here. Come on. Do it.
I've embarrassed myself.
Ah, fuck this. I'm bored. I'm bored. 36 to get back down. Fair enough. I can tell this is going to be like this is going to be the act that tries my patience. I feel. Is that my internet that's lagging or yours? I should be okay. I've got a good old clear bit rate. Everything looks stable on my end. Let me know, guys. Let me know if there's an issue. Could be that we're having internet issues. I will wait a moment, just in case. And while I'm waiting, let me tab out and double check that it's not a me issue. Because if it is, then maybe I can do something about that. Maybe I can do something about that. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, guys, if you're seeing me and hearing me loud and clear, let me know. I think we're all good. Still looks stable to me. But yeah. Let me try opening a web page. Yep. Instant loading on that web page. So I think I'm okay. Might be on your end, possibly. I don't know. Could be me. Could be me. Either way, back to the game. Okay, so where to? Where to, guys? Oh, hello. Your forbidden fantasies will all come true in the 10,000 delights. You will always remember your visit with shame and excitement. Scram, you freaks. I don't care about your squabbling. Elishanera is not the place for you to tear one another to shreds. Okay, well, Our Palace of Pleasure is at your service. We offer every delight you can imagine. What is going... Oh. You see a massive, beautifully decorated door. It appears impregnable. It's a brothel, right? Is it impregnable or impregnatable? Am I right? Am I right? Maybe. Must have been my end. I was getting a spinny wheel. Oh, was anyone else getting it? Let me know, guys. It might have been me, Fapplejacks. It very well could have been me. But everything looked stable on my end. Let me see. So, at high level, an elegant inscription reads 10,000 delights. In smaller letters, another inscription reads a gift from Valexia the Wonderful to Shivaro the Beautiful. Examine the door and figure out the best way to open it. Oh boy! What happened there? Bear with me one sec, guys. I feel like something just happened. What is going on? Maybe it is my end, you know? I did just have a sudden dip. We'll see how it goes. If it continues to be a problem, I mean, I'll be ending soon anyway. But hopefully it won't be a problem. Okay. The door looks solid and sturdy, but anything can be broken. The deceptively simple lock is likely enchanted. It would have been reckless of those who put the door there not to protect it with magic. Boom. You're probably wondering how to pick my lock. Well, don't bother. Many have tried before you, but go on. I could do with a laugh. Okay, so we can knock the door down with plus 21. We could pick the lock with plus 23. Wait, why is her bluff higher than mine? Really? I find that crazy to believe. Arushale would be proud of you. Oh, what? For going into the 10,000 Delights? She's with us, so, like... Is she going to give us, like, a pat on the back and be like, have a good time, I'm giving you this one free pass? Or is Arusha Bay going to be like, how could you possibly go into a brothel? I thought I meant something to you? I mean, I'm not planning on doing anything in there. It's just, there might be a quest in there, right? Right? There might be a quest. I'm doing it for the quest, guys. I'm doing it for the quest. You and your filthy minds. Chat. God. I'm not going in there for good times. I'm going in there for quest. So, plus 23 to trickery, plus 21. Oh, let's do pick the lock. Boom! Hey, get away from me. What are you doing there? Ew, you pervert. That's disgusting. The door finds you're poking around inside the lock. Extremely unpleasant. Even painful. Finally, the lock clicks and the door says in a hurt voice, you filthy beast. You're telling Betty? I think Betty knows that I decided to romance the demon lady. I think she knows. I think she might have been here when I declared that I was doing it. I think that's why she doesn't watch the stream. That's why she doesn't come into the Pathfinder stream. She's scared she'll find me seducing a demon. You know? Stranger things have happened. No, she would be proud of you for the joke. Yes. I meant the brothel part. Oh, that. Like I say, I'm going in here for a quest. No, I'm not, by the looks of it. Wait, Arushale stares nervously at the door of the building you're walking past. Do you know of this place? This is a brothel called the 10,000 Delights. Arushale, I didn't know. I had no idea this was a brothel. The biggest and most popular one in all of Alashanera. Oh, really? The most popular. That's so strange because I've never heard of it. Yes, I know what it is. I have some unfinished business in there. No, let's maybe not go with that one. Is that so? Great. Thanks for telling me. It would be a shame if I missed out on seeing this place. No, we're not going for that one. Places like that don't interest me. Did you, oh boy, oh boy. Do we want to ask her if she used to work here? Would that be potentially dangerous? Do you really? Do you impress a girl and make her love you by asking her if she used to be a prostitute? Even if she does happen to be a succubus. I feel like, oh, Arushale, places like that would never interest me. Me? I'm the commander of the crew. Oh, that stung a little bit. That stung a little bit. I'll rephrase that. I'm the former Knight Commander of the Crusade. Well, I mean, I suppose if we're the former Knight Commander of the Crusade, this is our chance to really just delve into the dumps, right? Maybe we start drinking more, start attending brothels, stop polishing our armor, start belching in the middle of meetings and stuff, you know, meeting with Queen Golfrey.
Oh, I'm sorry, my queen. It was a late one last night.
Places like that don't interest me. Even if that's so, I doubt you'll manage to avoid visiting the place at least once. She's giving me the go-ahead. All kinds of business are conducted here. Matters that go far beyond just pleasure. Guys, Arusha Bay is giving me the go-ahead to attend the brothel. I'd like to ask you about something, if you have to go in there. Please go without me. I don't want to see the inside of that place ever again, and I especially don't want to meet any of its denizens. Oh, but you know the city better than anyone else. I might need your help. No. Do I take her with me? Do I take her with me, or do I... No. Why? This is my former life, and I would prefer to leave it all behind. In the past. My old acquaintances, accomplices, clients, I don't want to run into any of them. But you can't move on until you've, like, accepted your past. Roleplay the former Knight Commander spiraling down into depression. Like I say, he's gonna, you know, he's gonna start failing to cook the moss pottage correctly. He's gonna start drinking more. He's gonna start waking up later in the day. He's gonna start belching just out of nowhere. He's attending a brothel. I feel like this is a bad option to say, like, I can't promise you that. But it's the option that I would go with. So I'm going to go with it because I can't promise you that. You know the city better than anyone else. I might need your help. Fine. Arushale looks drained and discouraged. Alright, I understand. Needs must. Oh, God. Why does that remind me of something Betty would say? Oh, my God. Ugh. That's like when Betty's when Betty's like not happy with something I've said. Oh boy. And then I make a suggestion and it's just like, fine. It's like, oh, okay, I see. That hurt me so badly. I'm actually gonna see if we have no, we don't have a recent save. Oh, I've gotta go with that reaction. In we go. Oh boy. That hurt, guys. That hurt a lot. Rockhorn. Why would you make Betty unhappy? Because that's relationships, right? Relationships aren't like, you know, perfection. Every relationship has like disagreements and things like that. If it doesn't, I haven't heard of it. It's like when I put too much sriracha in the chicken wraps that we had, and they were too hot for her. They were too hot for her, and she couldn't eat them. So I was like, I'll scrape it all off and put something else on. And she was like, no, it's fine. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it would be so hot. It's hurting me too. It's hurting me too, okay? Are you sure that I couldn't, like, put some mayo on it or something to mild the heat down for you? No, it's fine, honest. Oh, no. It's just like what Arushale just said, except Arushale's talking about me entering a brothel. Betty was just upset because I made the wraps too spicy. Oh. But they both hurt equally. Wow, look what the cat dragged in. A muscular incubus grins at Arushale. Oh, if he comes anywhere near my Arushabe, I'm going to cut his dick off and feed it to him. Hey, why so shy? Come here, give your old pal a hug. Hello, Rockhorn. Arushale answers quietly without looking into his eyes or making any move towards him. Lots of gossip about you floating around. Some say that you've sided with the mortals now. He shoots a quick glance at you. You live among them. You walk around with them. Lucky you. Always have your snacks and kicks within arm's reach. How did you pull it off? Care to share your secret? There's no secret, she sighs. You know, Rockhorn, I would be happy if you follow my path, but I'm afraid you wouldn't like it. Yeah, I'm just going to say in a firm tone, get away from her now. Hey, calm down. I'm not bothering her. We're just talking, right? Right, but you know, Rockhorn, I don't think we have anything to talk about. I'm not the Arushale you used to know. Sure, of course, Arushale repented, and now she's a righteous saint. All pure and innocent. She will never again come up with an idea to flay a loving couple and make an elegant dress out of their skins. Hehe. Why are you wincing? Am I not telling the truth? No, my friend, the only one who's telling lies here is you. You're wrong, you just don't know. Oh, that doesn't look like something that I can do. Oh fuck yes. Okay. So in that moment there, I go to intimidate the guy, but then Rand sees me about to do it, and he's like, oh god, he's way in over his head, and Rand steps in, and is like, basically he lays down the law, and I basically had to get my friend to stick up for my girlfriend. That's what that feels like. Boy, Kessler. You really know how to work the charm. She did what? She flayed a couple and made their skin into a dress. The smug grin vanishes from the incubus's face. Glancing angrily at you and frowning, he turns away. Oh, well, fuckity bye then, Rockhorn. Why do you think they call him Rockhorn? I mean, rock is hard. So we would hard horn. What does horn mean? What could horn be construed as? Stop. Stop. Filthy minds. Filthy minds in chat. Now you see that's exactly why I didn't want to come back here again. Rockhorn can get under others' skin, literally and figuratively. Thanks for getting rid of him. No worries. I think we just earned, you know, bonus points for getting rid of him, perhaps. Okay, so he's in there now. Oh, Shavaro. We know that name, right? We know that name. An attractive Lilitu in a simple but revealing dress greets you with a warm smile. Her eyeless face is serene. A new guest? We're always happy to welcome guests to the 10,000 Delights. I am Shavaro, ruler of this palace of pleasure. The only taboos here are brawling, moderation, and talking politics. Aside from that, anything goes. Okay. Okay. But as my guest, you can expect to receive gentle caresses, or if you prefer, wild and untamed ones. I have servants of every type to suit every taste. Any of them can be yours for a night, or forever, sorry, if your pockets are deep enough. What are your preferences? Never mind, I'll find out for myself. The Lilitu tilts her head to one side as if studying you with non-existent eyes. Failed a will check. You feel warm, gentle hands seem to touch your consciousness. Oh shit. They neatly separate through thoughts from memories, feelings from emotions. Occasionally images of long past or recent events drift from your mind. A Galarian, I see, yes. And the commander of this crusade, no less. What fascinating memories you have. Ah, and now we've been properly introduced. You're not offended, are you? Don't you dare pry into my mind ever again. Or else what? You'll hit me? You can try, but you're my guest here. You don't call the shots, I do. I could probably kill you. I could probably kill you and everyone. Well, maybe not everyone in here, but quite a number of them. I mean, we've got... I'm counting like maybe 8 demons in this room and then a couple of patrons. I think that was the fucking worst. That was the absolute worst. I hate that so much. That is so much worse than the original Uwu noise. Why the hell did it? What? Why the fuck have I done this to myself? Oh my god. Oh jeez. I have a few questions for you. I want to know, oh, you're a skilled mind reader. It's my calling to read others' thoughts and motives, plant ideas in their heads, tempt them, and guide them. But yes, you are correct, I'm unusually skilled, even by the standards of my kind. Have you heard that old saying, why don't Lilitus have eyes? Because eyes are the windows to the soul, and no one can gaze into the soul of a Lilitu. Tell me your story. I have secrets I would rather not reveal, and without them my story would be as insipid as sex without violence. Oh boy. I was once wild and dangerous. I manipulated others to destroy them, not subdue them. But then I met someone. That meeting changed everything. It sparked my hunger. I wanted to stand for something, to rise above the crowd, to become important, influential. It turned out that not only can I create bloody chaos, but I can tame wild whirlwinds of chaos, shape and direct them. And none of that would have happened but for this chance encounter, or for that chance encounter, should I say. Okay, I understand everything. So, I'm leaving. Wait, honey, you're leaving without trying any of the pleasures we have to offer? Take a look around. Wouldn't you like to give yourself into our tender, passionate hands? To taste sweet oblivion as days and years merge into an endless, shimmering tapestry of pleasure? The first taste is on the house. Honestly, it sounds kind of yucky and disgusting, and like... I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Yeah. Remember that like, you know, remember that salty, fishy smell that I talked about earlier on the stream? I feel like that's what this place smells of, you know? I can see you're intrigued, but slow down. We need to be friends first. With a... Wait, what? With a sensual laugh, the Lilitu playfully wags her finger at you. Do this one tiny thing for me and we'll be best friends. A brazen gang of demons keep harassing my girls, attacking them on the street and dragging them back to their lair in the lower city. A foul den called the Rotten Guttery. I've already been there. Spill their blood, let's rescue my girls, and come back here for your reward. The words of this fiend sound sweet, but what lurks behind them? Lust? A desire to use you? Something even more insidious? I sense danger here, like the reek of decay near a crypt. Faint but clear. Beware this trap, champion. Oh boy. Well, this time I am leaving. You won't let my girls die in the clutches of those monsters, will you? You're so confident and have such potential. Yeah, this is like... Could you not dial it back a bit and not be so obvious? I think you and I will enjoy being friends. Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye. See you soon, honey. Come back again and we'll have some fun. No, 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 no. Ooh, what's this? Marmanux's Challenge by Krish Serka. Mad Glowworm? Who are you? Hello, stranger. Want to buy a girl a drink? Not really. I don't think the girls that you meet in here are the type that you buy a drink for.
I finished here.
Boom.
Is there
Who are
more?
you? Oh, wait. Why is the... Oh, okay. I see the patrons down there. Can I get down there? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Who are you? Moravet Honeytongue? The succubus in the corner bites her full lips and throws pleading glances at you, but it doesn't look like she's pleading for love. A demon guard stands nearby. You, sir, have such a martial look about you, and that body. I immediately picked you out from the crowd. Please spare me at least a moment of your time. I am Moravet Honeytongue, and I have been waiting for you. You want to talk about something? Oh, yes. Xerix. I don't know what to do. He'll either kill me or get me kicked out of here. And I don't know which is worse. What happened? Who is Xerix? Xerix is a powerful demon, and I was so flattered that when he noticed me, but then he grew jealous. Sorry, I forgot to forgot to pack on protection. But then he grew jealous. He complained that I spent too much time with the other guests, and then he started killing them. I'm so afraid he'll kill me out of jealousy. Failed a perception check. Shit. I see such courage and determination in your eyes. I knew it wasn't a mistake to talk to you. How can I help you? Murder is forbidden in the 10,000 Lights, so I set up a date with Xerix on the roof, not far from here. I beg you to kill him, and I will repay you with such pleasure that you will never again... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm willing to wait for you until the end of time. Yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. Boy, this place is all sorts of yucky. Oh. A large demon guard in a chain collar stands by an inconspicuous door, toying with a miniature magic wand. He addresses you with a frown, though his voice is polite.
Can I help you?
What's behind the door?
The upper city. Our guests often use this door, as they are far too important to be seen on the streets of the middle city.
I want to go through that door.
Nope, you do not belong in the upper city. Be on your way.
If you won't let me pass, I will treat you as Dresden's... No. That magic toy you're holding is some sort of weapon?
Some weapon? This is a teleportation wand. Shivaro has grown concerned about security recently. She said something had happened and we should expect unwanted guests. She ordered the guards to arm themselves with these things and toss any troublemakers onto the street at the first hint of danger.
Okay. What's that collar around your neck?
That's none of your bit.
The collar clanks ominously and grows a little tighter. The demon gulps, frightened, and his tone becomes more polite.
We call them politeness collars. Shivaro ordered all the guards to wear them. If we're rude to the guests or allow them to break the rules, the collars, they start to tighten until we're decapitated.
Wow. Wait, so if I attack him, does it tighten and decapitate him? Anyway, I have to go.
Right, get lost.
The chain collar clanks on the demon's neck, and he hastily corrects himself. I mean, have a good night. That's beautiful. I love it. What's in here? Nothing. Okay. Can we go through there? Nope. Never mind. I feel like all of these different... That one there, that one there, that one there. These are just the girls, right? Ooh. There is a chest, though. A bountiful chest. Who thought you would find a bountiful chest in a brothel? Not me. Boy, oh boy. The Nexus, we have a conversation with Greybor, we have grudges to settle. Which is the grudges to settle one? Grudges to settle? Punish the demons who... Oh, okay, that's for the... Punish the demons that... Right, okay, so... What else do we have? Battle Bliss. experiencing the bliss and grudges to settle. Oh, okay, so both of those can lead to the yeah, because the rotten boobity boop is somewhere between the battle bliss and the tavern, right? It's pretty close to the battle bliss, I think. Okay. So I feel like that's more of a side quest. Okay, we know about this one. That's like end goal. Again, that's, yeah, okay. I feel like that's tied to this one. Wait, actually, all of them look to be tied together now. So this is just, no, wait. This is more like, this is like the preview for these two. Find a little bit of info about their leaders. That's maybe like mid-act. I'm assuming that's end of act. These two, just little side quests. Okay. I might do these two off stream if I get time. And then we'll leave the main quests for... oh, actually, no, I might just do the companion quests instead, because I'm sure they'll take a bit of time. But yeah, boy oh boy, what time are we on? It's about time that I was finishing. And go and get some food, I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay, so, guys, thanks very much for coming along. I hope you've enjoyed. If you're tuning in for the first time, and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and click that follow button. What else do I need to say? As per usual, all of the links to the social media things are below. What do we have now? We have Discord. We have... Not really using Twitter. Not really using Twitter. Kind of don't like Twitter. We have Discord. We have Instagram. We have TikTok. And YouTube. All linked below. As well as a few handy links as well. But either way, you'll find what you need, I am sure. But yeah. Hope you've enjoyed, guys. I will be back on Thursday with some D&D in the morning. And then after that, Cast, where I'll just be picking a game and playing. What's for din-dins? Ooh, dumplings and dumpling stew. Dumpling stew, I think. Yeah, it's going to be good. Just need to get it sorted. Or finish sorting it, should I say. But yeah, thanks very much, guys, for coming along. And I will see you on Thursday. Until then, you know what I'm going to say. Keep on keeping on. Stay safe. Be happy. And goodbye for now. Of course it's Northern. I'm Northern!